last year. He's the U.S. champ. They should probably focus on trying to establish that title rather than just putting him in another match for the IWGP Heavyweight title with Okada. And Okada obviously already has it. So I would think, if I was ranking who I think should win, I would say Naito 1, Okada 2, Omega 3, and Tanahashi 4. That's what I would, if I was booking it, that's what I would do. And I think Naito and Omega in the finals makes the most sense because, you wouldn't really necessarily know who would win. So
yeah, I agree with you completely on that whole thing. If nothing else, I'm going to tune in because I'm sure they're going to be unbelievable matches, and I'm looking forward to seeing them. So it's going to be an interesting couple of nights. I mean, the matches, I think most looking forward to Yano versus Suzuki on August 12th because Suzuki might actually murder him. So that would be ratings. That'd be something different. You haven't seen that on TV in Japan in probably like a week or so.
Not in a while, yeah.
No. Probably since January 26, 1986, when the Bears won the Super Bowl. So that's your G1 coverage. I will say, as far as the G1, the standout to me has been Evil. Man, I was a big fan of Evil last year, and this year his matches have been phenomenal. He kind of reminds me in the ring of Bray Wyatt, but far better. And from going from Kengo Watanabe, 3 years ago, to one of the top mid-card heels in Japan in 2 years is no easy feat. And to be able to have really good matches and believable matches and get a clean win over Okada, that leads me to believe New Japan believes in him. So I hope we see nothing but big things from him. I'd like to see him actually challenge Omega for the U.S. title. That'd be something, or even Tanahashi. But who knows? Speaking of Evil, did you watch Raw? We could just go right to Raw.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the chair throwing spot. Is that where we're going with this whole thing?
Oh, no, did you see? You saw that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw Braun Strowman do it on Raw.
Okay, so you didn't see what happened the first time, 24 hours before that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, it did. I'm just saying.
Okay.
We're just talking about gimmick infringement. The exact same spot. The exact same chair. What a coincidence.
They flew the chair in from Japan to Raw?
No, actually. The chair... Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, they did. It's the same chair.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah. So I just thought that was interesting how that happens 24 hours apart. Speaking of gimmick infringement, a little more breaking news. I'm not allowed to play the drop because Joe hates it. But gimmick infringement. You see the Twitter battle between Sienna and Charlotte Flair?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't think 90% of the wrestling population knows who Sienna is. So it's nice that she wants to claim that Charlotte is stealing her gimmick or whatever, or parts of her gimmick, but I don't really know.
Do you think Monty Brown is upset that Sienna stole his finishing move?
Maybe. I don't know if she had a conversation with him about that before she started using it.
The alpha male, Monty Brown?
The alpha male, Monty Brown.
Yeah.
Do you know what she calls her finisher?
Oh, the bounce? That's
sexist is what that is. I'm just saying.
What'd she call it?
The silencer, I believe, is what she calls it.
It's nothing silencer about that. I don't know. It doesn't scream silencer. It screams more the bounce to me.
Okay.
But, pinkies up, Joe. Pinkies up for Sienna.
I took a picture with her on Friday.
Did you?
Yes. She had her pinky up in the picture.
Was she nice?
She lived in the gimmick. Cam was not very nice.
Who?
Cam.
Tell me, you know what, we're shooting now. We're shooting. Tell me why Cam wasn't nice. Well, first of all, can you do me a huge favor? Tell me who KM is.
Kevin Matthews.
Yeah, who's that? Oh, wait, is he the guy that was walking around at House of Hardcore? Nobody knew who he was in jeans?
That was the one.
Okay. Figured he's too good for people. Suck it, KM. Tell me what he did.
He just had a nice big scowl on his face. I'm not sure if he was in the gimmick or not, but I got the sense that by the time that I had gotten to the show, so we got there around 7. I thought the meet and greet started at 7. That was my understanding. Apparently it was wrapping up around that time, so it must have started way earlier.
Yeah, it started at 6.
So they were kind of there was only 3 wrestlers that were left. It was Trevor Lee, LAX, which included Loki, and then Sienna and KM were there. And they just looked like they were either tired or not interested in taking pictures of people at that point.
LAX?
No, Sienna and KM. LAX was extremely nice, especially Loki. I was afraid a little bit. I thought Loki would kind of be
terrified,
tough to talk to, but he was extremely nice. He was we took a picture. Obviously, Charlie and I were there at the show, so we took a picture. We both hopped in the picture at once, and I said something like, while we were waiting there, like, let's do, get both of us in at once. That way we don't have to keep these guys out here any longer than they need to be. And he was like, no, man, take your time. Don't worry about it. Just let us hear it when we're out there performing tonight. I was like, okay. So
that was low-key said?
That was low-key, yeah. So super nice guy.
Huge mark for the low-key.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Talked to Trevor Lee for about 5 minutes about Bola. Tried to pretend to be a little mark about myself.
Oh, Trevor Lee? You mean him and Kenny King can go do something else because they both hit uncarried from the front row.
Yeah. I just went along with the gimmick. I told him my son wrestled at Evolve, and he asked me if I was at La Boom, and I said yes, that's not true. And then...
So you lied to Trevor Lee?
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, La Boom, right? I'm like, yeah. So I was going to correct him and be like, no, I was actually in Deer Park at the NYWC arena. Like, I'd be like super mark about myself. I don't even know.
No, she's at the Quorum Fire Department.
I couldn't remember who he wrestled, so I don't know. But, and then I asked him if he was doing Bola, which I knew he was, and he said he was, and then he asked me if I was going. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fly cross country to California. I don't even know where Reseda is located in California, to a 400-seat building, because I asked him how many people it seats. He's like between 400 and 500. Where it's
tickets sell out quicker than
tickets sell out in 5
Tickle
minutes.
Me Elmo in '96,
and it's like 100 degrees in the building, and they have like 4 or 5 hour shows. So he's like, "You going?" I'm like, "No, I can't really do that as per responsibilities and stuff."
Is that Is that what Carrie's getting me for my birthday? Are we going to? Am I going to Bola?
I don't. I have no idea. I don't know.
Boy, that'd be cool if somebody got me tickets to Bola for my birthday.
Do you think Carrie's listening to this?
No,
she's not going to.
But from any of the thousands of legions of fans we have, want to.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I think the GoFundMe is probably.
GoFundMe.
That's
tremendous.
So that's the way to go. So yeah, he was just a super nice guy. LAX were extremely nice. CNA and KM looked like they were a little bored with it. Moose was signing. I did not go meet him as per the history that we have.
As per you were shooting on him a couple weeks ago?
I didn't. Actually, when we got in the ring afterwards, it was over. So Moose and James Storm and John Hennigan, were in the ring taking pictures of people. So we went in the ring. They let people in a group at a time. So Charlie and I just went simultaneously and got a picture taken in the ring. And you walk in, I was kind of shaking guys' hands or whatever. I stonewalled Moose. Nothing. I just shook Morris's hand and shook James Storm's hand, took a picture, shook both their hands, and then walked out of the ring.
I feel like, with all due respect, in these trying times in the country...
Charlie took care of that part. I'm not... He has no gripe.
Okay.
Yeah. I just turned my back to him.
If he was wearing the NWO shirt, and you would have ripped it off.
I would have been extremely mad.
That is tremendous.
Charlie and I contemplated a double clothesline spot in the ring. We were concerned, not knowing how we had, when we were outside the ring, the apron was extremely hard.
Hardest spot in the ring, bro.
Yeah, so that's what they say. We were in the ring and didn't know how, it was actually very springy and it had a little bit of give to it. So I feel like we may have been able to pull off a double clothesline spot and not broken our vertebrae. But
double clothesline, you guys clothesline each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were going to do that and but we felt like we would just be laying flat on the ring and not be able to get up. That was our concern. But I think, having now been in a ring for the first time, that we may have been able to pull it off.
That's not true. You were in the ring in LA boxing.
I was, but I thought maybe that was a boxing ring. I don't know how different that is.
Similar give. Actually, there's a little more give in the professional wrestling ring. Yeah.
This one was really I don't know how these guys work this way, because it was almost felt like a mini, a very light trampoline. That's how much it was bouncing. And I'm not sure if it's because there was 3 dudes, a photographer, and me and Charlie in the ring at the same time. So it was 5 or 6 of us, it's a freaking battle royal. But it had more give to it than I expected. Obviously, I didn't fall on it, so I don't. Thank God.
You didn't take a bump on it.
Yeah, so I don't know how bad it would be, but it felt like we could have maybe done some things.
Okay.
And pulled it off. So
I feel like you guys should have double clothesline Moose. I would have liked to see what happened there.
Yeah, I would have died probably. That's probably.
What a way! You want to get ratings or not? Huh? We can't bake a cake without
I didn't say I wouldn't have. I'll do.
You said you would have died.
Yeah, I would have died. I'm gonna say I wouldn't do it even if I knew I was gonna die.
Okay. So I still think maybe the next meet and greet, maybe we could pull something off. Possibly a double super kick. We'll see who's there.
Yeah.
If it's Angelina Love, I think we could take her. But aside from that, I'm broken, beaten down, man. I don't know. Maybe Drago. Was he a big guy, Drago, in person?
He wasn't really that big.
He had
that black tongue thing going for him. It was a little creepy.
So he's like a giraffe?
Do giraffes have black tongues?
They do. It's a shoot. Okay. Giraffes have black tongues.
Maybe he was. Maybe that's his whole gimmick. I didn't even realize.
Maybe Drago is Portuguese for giraffe.
We should probably look that up.
We'll Google later.
I don't know how we got on that. How did we get here? We were talking about G1, and now we're at this.
G1, Drago, Black Tongue, Giraffe.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
So back to Raw.
Oh, we were.
So this week on Raw, it was a action-packed show. I really don't remember too much.
You're pointing for me to bring up the card.
Yeah, that's
okay. All right.
What are you? You're stooging me off here?
You were giving me hand signals.
I thought
Hollywood director said.
Wrap up and go. That's what it was for Raw. I don't.
You don't remember everything that happened on Raw last? I mean, it was 2 nights ago, bro. Come on. Man.
I don't remember everything that happened 5 minutes ago, let alone 2 nights ago on Raw.
McMahon furious over the Nakamura Cena botch from last week, by the way.
Oh, was he? What does McMahon have to say?
I don't know. It's the headline here. I didn't click on it.
Big deal.
You want me to bring up the Raw report? So
yes.
That's more important to you, is the Raw.
The Raw report? Yeah, it was a tough spot. It's nothing that happens. God, whatever. Oh, anyway.
It's okay. He can just break John Cena's neck. No problem.
Although there was no heat on him. There was no heat on Nakamura. Are you gonna hold on? Are we gonna hold on a second? Are we gonna turn the tables and you're gonna accuse him of being a dangerous worker?
No, I'm not.
You sure? Because we had a little bit to do about the Seth Rollins thing.
Well, that's the whole thing is people think Seth Rollins is a dangerous worker, but Nakamura does the same things. But nobody craps on that, right? That's okay. That's fine.
Well, I mean, he didn't injure anybody though.
He almost broke John Cena's neck.
What was that first word? Almost.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins killed Sting.
He didn't kill Sting.
Sting's dead.
Sting's not dead.
Sting's career might be dead, although he says he could still work. Speaking of working, let's talk Monday Night Raw. Miz TV. Jesus, man, week after week after week, could we get more Miz TV, huh? And it was really cool. We were going to have some Jason Jordan come out. I could not begin to care any less about Jason Jordan. Thankfully, Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman came out and saved the entire segment. How do you feel about the Intercontinental Champion getting completely punked by Brock Lesnar?
They have nothing to do for him. They have nothing for him to do. So, yeah, that's not his fault at this point. I don't know. They just don't. They had started the feud with Jason Jordan, and they put the brakes on it because they felt they had too many matches for SummerSlam, I guess, and they didn't want to put it on that card. So they're just going to, I guess, pick it up afterwards. So Miz now has nothing to do. I'm assuming he'll have like a pre-show segment or something maybe, or he'll find a way to get on the show in some capacity, but that's no match. So.
That's brutal. That's why bother getting
him fight Dean Ambrose again. We didn't see enough of that. Yeah. Just do that feud.
You know what we should do? You should have Dean Ambrose versus The Miz, and then Randy Orton versus Jinder, and we could see which match is
keep
more
it going,
fun.
man.
Yeah, man. God knows there's not enough talent out there.
Hey, man, ratings went up this week. So,
well, anyway,
Orton Jinder, free TV.
All right, opening segment. Did you hate it? What did you think?
Oh, it was fine. Whatever.
Lots of enthusiasm.
You knew as soon as Brock came out, he was just going to kill everybody, right? Just
he was going to suplex the hell out of everybody. I actually expected Brock to come out in the Last Man Standing match and do exactly what Joe did. Speaking of the botch, we'll get to that. Jason Jordan, this is flatter than a... You got anything for me?
Pancake?
There you go. This whole Jason Jordan thing is flatter than a pancake. He's already getting booed, which means they're probably going to pull the trigger on the heel turn, probably sooner rather than later, right?
I'm sure.
How would you turn him heel?
He should have attacked Angle as soon as he got in the ring to hug him. That's what should have happened. So I don't know if that's what they're going to do.
Hug, grasp, belly to belly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Emma tweeted out that she was going to bang Jason Jordan, in not so many words, on social media if Kurt doesn't give her something to do. How would you feel about Emma being thrown into that little, like, that whole triangle?
I feel like Emma's going to get released soon, so I don't know if that's really the best. I wouldn't put her in any sort of spotlight if she's going to be out the door.
Agreed.
I don't know if that's really going to happen, but they keep basically making a joke out of the fact that she was asking for more opportunities and TV time, and they give it to her, and she just jobs like within minutes every single time she's out there.
And she tapped. She actually lost it.
Yeah, the week before she lost to Nia Jax like a minute or something. Yep. So, no. You know who else can get released? Enzo. Let's get him out the door, too.
Okay, so the next
every time we go through these matches, I'm going to tell you who can get fired. So let's just
that's a little aggressive.
Listen, it's a business, all right? It's profits. There's revenue involved here. We got to trim the fat if we need to get people out, right? Wait till we get to the Cruiserweights. Whole division out. Done. Get them out of here. 205 Live.
All right, hold on.
Get the bricks, kids.
I'm gonna take some issue with that. But before we get there,
you gonna defend Arya Daivari?
No, I'm going to defend it's not their fault. The booking has been literally the worst garbage I've ever seen in my entire life.
Look, they go out and sign like 20 cruiserweights, whatever it is, which is ridiculous. Like, first of all, you don't need to go sign 20 new dudes for a show that's basically an hour a week where you have 3 matches. So how many guys can you even fit on a show? And then